Most people think building a website from scratch is complicated, but once you see the actual step-by-step process and flow, you'll realize it's way easier than it looks. I'm Naz. I'm a digital marketer and Google Ads expert. When a client needs a website, this is what I do. This is what I follow. So what we'll be covering in this video is step-by-step way of setting up the website. So it covers from buying the domain and then setting up hosting and adding the domain or connecting the domain to Cloudflare. Next to that will be configuring SSL inside Cloudflare and installing WordPress in Hostinger, which we will be using as a hosting platform. After that, we'll be setting up Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. Now we will begin. Okay, so first on the list is to buy and prepare your domain. So this one I'm going to be using Crazy Domains because this is what I use and I found them to be very reliable and also the domains are much cheaper compared to the other providers. So quite a way what I want to set up is a website that focuses on koi ponds. So it's all about the koi fish, setting up koi ponds for residential purposes or for fun. And I did the keyword research here. So we have the volume is 60,500 per month. And if you also look at the Google Trends, you can see that the trend for this is quite steady. There are ups and downs every year, but basically it's steady all throughout the 5 years in this 5 year timeline. So I also already decided on the domain name I want to purchase. But basically, you could, for example, you find something, you have a domain name in mind. You could go to GoDaddy.com and check if it's available. So for this, I check, and here it's available. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go to my account here, and I will buy the domain. I'll check if it's available here as well. Okay, it's available. So I add it to cart and click continue. Next is actually the examples are here. So if you do decide to follow this document, it's all here. So you need to remove all the other things that are not included. This one is you can remove this. You can also remove this. Website builder, you can remove this as well. It's free now, but you'll be charged after 3 months. So you need to remove that. Unless you want to keep it. And they're also suggesting other domains here, but you can just remove that. So basically, this is the price, and we'll check out. Okay, so we will continue. So they're offering more products here. They're offering premium DNS, SEO services, web hosting, but you don't need those for now. Okay, so there are other. They want me to renew other my domains here that are about to expire. So yeah, I could include that, or I could wait for next month. So here, they included the domain guard, which I'm not really using this, so I'll just remove this from cart. Okay, so check out, and I already have my payment information saved here. So I'll just I just pause and put my details here. So let's try and pay and activate. Okay, so it has been successfully we successfully got the domain. Well, let's go to account manager. So we have successfully bought the domain. We did the keyword research and we chose our domain and we bought our domain from Crazy Domains. Right now, what needs to be done is we need to set up hosting. So if you will use this document, you can just click this and you'll be taken directly to the page wherein you can buy the cloud hosting. And just so you know, if you go to this link, you'll be taken here. So if you can see, if you use that link right now, you're given a referral discount. So for this one, if you purchase the 12 months, you will get a discount of $23. So it will only be $7.96 per month. If you prefer the monthly plan, it will be much expensive. It's three times more expensive. If that works for you, or you can still choose this. But for me, it's better if you choose 12 months or even 24 months, because we could get a lot of savings. So here, if you chose that, you'll click continue, and we'll just basically process the order, or put your payment info and then process the order. After that, you will be taken to the dashboard of Hostinger, which looks like this. So you will just go to the website, click on websites. Maybe you'll be taken here. Also, that you'll be taken here in this area. So what you can do is go to the left hand side, and click websites list. After that, you click on add website. There are a lot of choices here. You can choose WordPress. Oh. And now put the email that you want to use, and also put the password there that you want to use. I'll just put mine here. Mhm. Click next. So in Hostinger, you have actually a choice of creating a website with AI. This is one of the advantages of Hostinger because you could create a website with AI. Well, let's just get our domain name here. And so it says here the domain is registered at another provider. You have to verify it if you own it. So no worries. We own this, so let's proceed. Right now it's installing WordPress and it might take a few minutes. So while waiting for that, we can go to Cloudflare. So what you need to do is go to Cloudflare and click on the first result here. Go to login or you can create your account. So you can continue with Google. You can sign up here. Close verify you're human. Okay, after that you can sign up using your email or you can sign up y- here. So, but basically, if you're done signing up, you'll be taken to, you'll be taken here. Oh, okay. So once you're in the home page, you click connect a domain. So you just use the domain that we had before that we bought. Click here, and I can manually enter, or we could do a quick scan. That okay. And there are paid plans for this, but for what we want to do, the free one will is enough. So here, mhm. So this one, these are what we call the name servers. Right now, our domain here has a different name server. So what we need to do is you need to change the name server here because it's pointing to a different location now. You need to point this domain name into our account in Cloudflare. So we need to click this, copy the first one and edit here, add the first and then the second name server, and then save record. Okay, so now it's updated. It's now being redirected to our account here, but sometimes it will take a few minutes or even a few hours for some account. So we could check here if it's already detected. While waiting for that, we can go directly to click here to the left side and go to records. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add, we'll just delete this because these are the old records here. To avoid confusion, we'll just delete this old records. And you have to type delete there. Okay, so what we will do now, we can still use our guide here. So here we have number 3. So we added a site, we selected the free plan, and Cloudflare is scanning the DNS. So the next is we'll be adding our A record. So go to add record, choose A, and then the root is at, and you can see the IPv4 address. You can see that here. You click here in the dashboard. You can see that here in, let's go to the hosting plan, the plan details. So this is the one. If you're using Hostinger, this is the one, the website IP address. You click this, when you add it here, and save record. The next record we will be adding is the CNAME. So add record, CNAME, and then we'll put www. And then next is we'll put our domain name. Yeah. Or you could also use at, and then click save. So those are the 2 that we need to add. Basically, the name server points the domain to this account, and this account is now pointing to the hosting. So these 3 accounts are now connected. After that, we could could check if it's already being okay. So yeah, it was successfully connected. It's now detecting it. So, but here it could also take some time. But let's check. It's loading now. Okay, so it's not yet here. Don't worry. It will take some time to get that loaded because it's now propagating the data. So that's the recap. We have successfully connected the domain to Cloudflare. We have created an account in Cloudflare and we set up the uh, records. We created a record and the CNAME. And after that, we could configure the SSL. So next time we go back to Cloudflare and then click this overview. And therefore, you can just use this document to guide you. So click on configure. So we could use here SSL mode. It's already enabled, so you don't have to change anything. So let's just wait for it to propagate and then we'll continue. Okay, so by this time it should have propagated, and what we will do is we will now check if the WordPress website is now active. So let's click on this. Here, it's now here. And if we try to, by the way, it's like I mentioned earlier, this video is about setting up WordPress, setting up Google Tag Manager, setting up the domain to point to Cloudflare and Cloudflare to the server. This video does not include the yeah, setting up of the WordPress themes and other web design methods. If you want me to do that, then we can have a part two of this video. But right now, let's proceed with checking if we can log in now. Okay, so now we get and the password. Okay, so we have successfully configured the website and it's now live. Next in the document, we need to go to tagmanager.google.com. So if you click that, then just create an account. And after you create an account, you'll be led to this page. So what you do is you add the name of your website and then add the domain here and click on web and then create. So click this to agree to the terms and then yes. For this one, there are different ways you can add the code for Google Tag Manager. In the document, you could use a plugin to add the code. So if you go to plugins and then add plugin, you could just search here and you can see the different ways you could add it. But the best way is you could use SiteKit by Google and then click activate. So after that, click on start setup and click Google Analytics here and choose your account. Select all, verify, allow, set up Search Console. By the way, Search Console is also important because that's where we will send the website for indexing to Google. Then set up Google Analytics as well. So here it will be automatically created. And then create account. So use the same account and continue. Click here, so agree, accept, and then click on I accept. Then go to my dashboard. So now Google Analytics is now connected to the website. Go back to the plugins and do site kit. Okay. Go to settings and search console is now connected. Everything's connected now. So let's review our document. So right now we have completed all the steps. So first step, just do a quick recap. We bought and prepared the domains. And we bought that here in Crazy Domains. After that, we set up hosting with Hostinger in here. Next is we added the domain to Cloudflare, which is here. After Cloudflare, we configured the SSL and we installed WordPress in Hostinger. After the initial WordPress setup, we set up Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. By the way, these are the suggested plugins that you can install. So this one is for SEO. This is for caching. And SiteKit, we already have this. For WordFence is also recommended for security. And as for the themes, we can choose from any of these, or you could choose Elementor as well. So for now, we're done with the setup. And if you'd like me to continue this build using WordPress themes, well, I will create part 2 of this video. So thanks for watching, and also don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want me to do the whole process for you, you can reach out, check the description below, and you can reach out to me. So have a great day.